out of Cheyenne, the roads were a mess, and it took about just shy of 8 hours to go 200 miles, mostly at the rate of speed that you see here, or a complete stop for the first 3 hours. Anyway, I guess I decided the torture wasn't complete, so I went ahead and listened to Rush Limbaugh for a good portion of it. Have a listen.
Here's Martha in San Francisco. Martha, I'm glad you called. You're up next to the Rush Limbaugh program. It's great to have you here.
Mega Dittos Rush, I'm extremely honored, and I just need to report from the San Francisco Bay Area. I have been to about 7 rallies each week, turning down 3 or 4 every week. We have 3,000 cars, and this is the East Bay, not San Francisco per se. East Bay of San Francisco, we have 3,000 cars turn out for a rally on Saturday. We have flag waving at intersections.
Now, where was this actually in San Francisco? Where did this happen?
This is across the bay from San Francisco in the city of Dublin. It went from Dublin to Pleasanton to Livermore.
Down to Livermore, okay. So it technically was not in San Francisco, then.
We tried a rally in San Francisco, and there's about 300 dark forces showed up and put some people in the hospital. So we don't do
Yeah,
San Francisco.
that's...
Although we did the Golden Gate Bridge, and the police protected us there, it's easier to defend. But we get so much love. We go out there on the intersections in Danville, for example, and we're out there for 2 hours, and it's non-stop honking. It's like the Trump motorcade was coming through, but it's just us. It's so much love, so much enthusiasm, so many thumbs up, people honking, cheering, applauding, and videotaping it because they can't believe it.
I have no idea what they were talking about there, but if anybody is aware of the 3,000 car rallies for Trump in the Bay Area, please leave it in the notes below. After all of this, I made my way through Wyoming, Utah, and East Nevada, and I was kind of surprised, even though I went to places where I know, I call them vocal locals, where locals tend to gather and talk politics. I was amazed where this was the first time I had any difficulty getting the conservative people that I met to go on tape. What follows are some of the interviews I was able to get, and what you'll notice is they are pretty non-committal, and that was a bit of a surprise as well. I have not come to expect that from this particular stretch of my trip. Please meet some of the lovely and kind people who were willing to indulge me.
Do you mind if I ask your name?
Christy.
Christy, if you could describe in one word how you're feeling, not how you're voting, but just how you're feeling about this election, what would that word be?
I don't really keep up with any of it.
Actually, I hear that a lot. Exactly. But this gas station and the Cowboy Cafe, a lot of locals come through here, and I've noticed that the locals talk politics a lot. Like that.
A lot of them do.
Right?
I just don't.
Exactly.
It causes fights.
Election, what would that word be?
How do we feel? Trying to find that one word.
Like when you think about it, what does it make you feel inside?
I actually don't know how to describe it in one word.
No. You could use as many as you want then.
I guess out of place.
So you feel like you're not in sync with everybody else around you.
I just don't feel in sync with the whole thing.
Okay. Very good. Okay. What would that one word be?
Absurd.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Do you think that that's representative of how a lot of people around here are feeling right now?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it's just it's more the comic value, or just it's like not like nothing you ever expected.
I didn't expect this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate how safe you guys are being. I know it's been kind of rough in the area, so thank you for how well you're running things here, and
you.
I appreciate you taking the time with me.
Of course.
Describe in one word how you're feeling about this election?
Confused.
Excellent. Do you think that's how a lot of people feel around here, or is that just?
Angry is what they're feeling.
Sure.
I mean, I don't think they like either, you know, I think it's just, me personally, I'm afraid of, I think we need to stay where we're at, because I'm afraid that somebody else going in there, with it being the running mate that they have, it's so different, everything's so different right now. I'm not sure if the world is ready for too much of all this.
It's too much change at one time.
It's like scary, everything's scary. You know, I'm afraid if Democrats get in there, I just don't know. I don't know. I'm not a very political person, but I'm getting older, and now it's starting to scare me for the people, younger people.
Debbie, thank you.
You're welcome.